Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Stag here, and welcome back to start of a new, I suppose, series for the channel, being relaunched to you via the depths of the past, I guess. This is a redoing of an very old series that I did back in 2021, in February of that year, and we're basically bringing back the Empire Brazil campaign, which is a campaign, not necessarily a new series. It's actually a series that I did on the Lucium Total War official channel back when I was a developer of the mod well, I haven't been a developer since 2022. I left. And yeah, so basically I'm bringing this series from Lucium Total War back to my channel where it should be. Of course, back in that year, I basically had an idea of doing, back when I was a developer, of doing various Lucium campaigns on the channel, on this particular channel. But I didn't in the end, as I sort of ended up focusing on my own channel and found myself to be just way too busy in the end. And yeah. So, I'm bringing this back. Why? Because I feel like it should be on my channel. I have no real affiliation with the Lucium Total War mod anymore. So I figured it'd be nice to bring it back to my channel, rather than it sitting in the sort of depths of the past, really. Especially, say, for example, the Lucium Total War channel, I don't know, they delete it or something and I lose this series forever. It'd be nice to actually bring it back to the channel, and rather than it being on another channel that I have nothing to do with anymore. So yeah. Some things I will just touch upon. There will be things that I reference throughout this campaign, throughout the series, that happened 4 years ago. That's unavoidable, I'm afraid, with an old video, an old series. So yeah, I would advise you to ignore what some of the, if I'm mentioning something that might happen or may happen, it's likely already happened, or it may not have happened. And there might be some things that I might reference that happened a while back. So keep in mind, it's an old series, very old campaign, and I won't have this message play at every single episode, but I will for this first episode you're watching now. The rest of the episodes are all as they were when they were uploaded to that channel. They have an old little outro, and I think the introductory, and have some narratives as well. There's a narrative to this campaign, crazy. Which is something I'm bringing back to the channel as we enter this new era of content. But yeah, so I figured I'd bring this back. Lucium Total War Official is still going, the mod's still going. Work is still going on the Europe 3.5 and the South America 2.0 campaign, and the modders are still working hard on it, and they're getting there as best as they can with life and university and work, etc., and relationships, I understand. But yes, hopefully they can get this version out. I have a feeling, and I understand it may well be the last version of Lucium Total War, unless there's some drive left by the modding team to continue on. But I think the next planned work was like a North American and Africa stuff. I think India, was there was like 3 big campaigns we planned after the South American one back when I was a developer. Where I imagine, judging from how things are, that I probably don't think that's going to happen. It'd be nice if it did, but maybe someone else might carry on their work or something like that. But I don't think so. But we will see. Maybe I can come back and do it, but probably not. Not in the same style. But anyway, there's a lot of cool stuff coming for the new update, and I did sort of think, oh, maybe I'll play Brazil again in that update, but it's been a while, and I don't know when it's coming, and maybe this year if we're lucky, but who knows, really. It's not a full-time job for the modding team. They'll do it when they're ready, and they'll do it when they have time to do it. Is the most important thing, but there's the Lucium Total War channel is pretty cool. I will leave this. I mean, I don't have any access to his channel anymore, so I will leave this here. I can leave it here, unless the mod team don't want to. But I mean, it doesn't matter. It's good views, good PR for the channel, so why not? Oh, the music's playing loud, isn't it? Let's turn it down a second. But yeah, some other various videos of the preview video, I think from Hazard, if I remember correctly. We did a little developer battle together, and then we did done some various important videos over the years. But I'm no longer a part of this modding team anymore, so I figured it kind of makes sense to come back to my channel and be a thing. There is the idea. I've also updated the thumbnail to have a little officer, like a Brazilian officer, I think. Although I think it might be an Italian officer, but I'm just sort of calling him Brazilian for now. So I thought I'd touch up the thumbnail slightly. But other than that, everything else is the exact same. The exact same narratives as it was when I first began this series back then. And also the outro is the same as a Lucium one. It's sort of a Lucium outro. And I'm not going to change it around. I can't be bothered to have render all these videos again. I'll leave it as it is. This is actually the first recording actually I'm just doing briefly on my new computer as well, which I will probably talk about a bit more in my Woodland Realm episode 14, I think it is, when I return to that. But it's working like a dream, and apart from a couple of resolution and scaling issues, other than that, fine, because I'm on a new monitor as well. So apart from that, everything's working as it should, which is good. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this series. It's quite old, so if I do mention stuff that is old, do ignore it. Yeah, any like tips and advice and strategies, advice and suggestions, that I would just say there's no point. You can add them if you want, but it's not going to make any difference because the series will go the way the series goes. And there's no way I can change that, I'm afraid, apart from going back in time, but that's impossible. As I'm sure many people know, or maybe it won't be one day, but maybe someone's watching this from the future, or someone's watching this from the past, and they've come back to this year, or I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Anyway, this series will be uploaded every Tuesday, so every Tuesday I will post one episode. You'll notice as well, like for the first 7 episodes, they were about half an hour to 40 minutes. Not quite sure why. I think I was maybe trialing a new sort of strategy for videos at the time, maybe doing shorter episodes, but eventually by about episode 8, I was doing hour-long episodes. So, and eventually some of them a bit longer than an hour, but yeah, so it just changed. There will be some short episodes for now, but eventually they'll get up to hour videos, hour length eventually, as well. One thing I will say is thanks to Iodran/Mythic, who is a developer of the mod and still is, and has his own YouTube channel, when he actually narrated one of the episodes. Episode number 13, actually. So my thanks goes out to him, who was kind enough to do a narration for me. I think I did all the other ones. I can't remember if anyone else did any narrations. Maybe the lead developer, your boy, might have done 1 or 2, but I can't really remember. I know I did most of the others as well. And yeah, I know I was 19, so hopefully my narrations have improved a bit more. But back then I was actually working at a job that actually required me to do voiceovers and narration, so it worked quite nicely. I probably will keep the titles of the videos the exact same. I might maybe adjust that for the Revolution, or for the Revolution, because Revolution appears twice, so I might touch up that a little bit. But other than that, I'll leave them as they are. Blitzkrieg in the south, maybe I might touch up a few of the things, but most of it will be the exact same as it was. So I'm pretty sure actually, well, I might not be able to. So I'm pretty sure actually when I titled the chapters, because I basically did chapters as like in the video, I think I might even call it the name of the episode. So I might just leave this as we'll just go with Revolution twice. Although nowadays I try and spread out the words a little bit and not have too many things of the same thing. Like Vengeance appears twice, so I'd like to try and change things around. Maybe I will, who knows. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this series as we bring it to the channel, and bring it from the Lucium Total War channel as well. Hopefully it does as well as the Lucium Total War channel. It did very well view-wise, which I was quite surprised with for quite a new channel at the time when we started it. So it's good to see that done pretty well on there. Hopefully we'll have the same success here, but we'll see. I mean, in fact, it's a Lucium Total War channel. Probably helps it with a Lucium Total War campaign, so who knows. But anyway, I would advise you to have a little look around. You know, feel free to join the modding Discord. Oh no, wait, that. The modding Discord and other stuff as well. And keep an eye on the mod. Hopefully, eventually, maybe with enough pressure from you guys, or people maybe offering some assistance and help, then maybe the mod will get out a bit quicker. But anyway, that's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed the series and enjoyed all the videos and parts, and hopefully it's all good fun. It's just a nice little bit of a filler, really, while I'm sort of working on other content and continue on with the Woodland Realm, as well as the starting up a Scales DLC series for Crusade Kings 3, the Game of Thrones mod, which will be the first narrative thing I would do. Total War games and campaigns generally, I'm looking to sort of do a marathon thing. One of the ideas I'm thinking is currently, I might do maybe a big vote, yeah, I'm not sure yet, but I'm thinking of doing something England related, where you play as like the Celts, or play as the Iceni, or what they call the Britanniae, in the earliest period, and then eventually we play as like the Roman Britons that turn up, we play as the Saxons, the Normans eventually, and go on and on until we reach the end, till like maybe like the Great Britain mod, what's it called, the Great War mod for Napoleon Total War, and we reach that conclusion. Or if the old Rome 2, or if the old Rome 1 mod is working, the 1942 one, if that's still working, maybe end it with that or something like that. Do like a big marathon of going all the way from the beginning of the English culture, or whoever the hell was in charge of England back then, back in like the 200, 300 BC, in like Rome 2 or something like that, and then we go on all the way to the end, basically, of the end of like the most recent Total War game, the most recent Total War setting, I guess, as whoever the hell, like probably Great Britain or is it British Commonwealth, I think they're called, the faction. Maybe. That's an idea I'm thinking. It's definitely an idea I could roll out for the older campaigns. I like the idea of doing it for the older campaigns and things. I will at some point write up a list, and we'll have like a list of like all the stuff that I plan on doing eventually. But anyway, I'll stop ranting on, and I'll let you guys enjoy this return of this old series.
When the news about the imminent invasion of Napoleon arrived at the Portuguese court, the royal family decided to move to their colonies in Brazil, to avoid the same fate of their Spanish counterparts. The king then turned Brazil into his new main seat of power, and continued to govern the Portuguese territories far away from European influence. After some years when Bonaparte was finally defeated, King João IV refused to return to his motherland to govern as before, and decided to instead keep to his seat of power in Brazil as a centralized power. After an ultimatum from the Portuguese court, he was then forced to return, leaving the region as governor of Brazil. Nonetheless, the king was aware of the new trends of independence in the continent, so he entrusted the regent to suppress any kind of insurrection, if such an event would happen. But despite that, the unrest led to an uprising, and the revolutionary forces proceeded to take control of a region partly covered in dense forests in the territories of northern Brazil, establishing a foothold from where they would gather support against the monarchy. Big challenges await this newly formed government. First, it must secure the land still holding on to the Portuguese crown, and to carry out such thing it's necessary to conquer popular support from other Brazilians in the Portuguese territories, which should be relatively easy since the people no longer desire to go back to the status of a colonial territory. Once they get rid of the Portuguese royalists, there is nothing stopping this new and prosperous nation from ruining this continent. Long live the Brazilian Empire! Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the start of a brand new campaign series on the Lucium official YouTube. Now we are playing the Brazilian Empire, a faction that I really wanted to have a go at, and they are very heavy with events and all that stuff, and it's just a very interesting little faction, so this is why I wanted to play them, because there's a lot of good stuff with this faction. Now, historically, the Brazilian Revolution doesn't happen until 1821, however, so for the first 10 turns, I've been advised to not actually go and attack anything. Now, in the tests I've done as this, you can actually take a few settlements and stuff with this army you have here, though it's not the best. You can still pull off some decent fights, but it's probably advisable to wait till turn 10. Now, I've added a custom general in, Julian. Now, Julian is a Spanishman. He came all the way from Spain, and he's come to support the Brazilian independence movement, similar to the place where he came from, which was Catalonia. He very much wants independence for Catalonia, and wants independence for Catalonia, and figured he's never going to get the independence for Catalonia, so he's fled Europe, took some troops with him, and basically hired mercenaries and stuff, and come to join the Brazilian Revolution. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed the new intro as well. That's something I am working on, and hopefully it's going to be the case for every campaign series I do, not just on this channel, but on my channel as well. Now, what I did with the intro, I essentially just read out this. That's essentially the main bit about the intros. That's what case of that will be. So I'm quite happy with the intro. I think it's good. I think it definitely sets a tone for this series and gets people immersed. And it's definitely something that I would continue doing, hopefully for the foreseeable future. Now, I will not the only one going to be doing a campaign series for more Lucium on the Lucium channel. 2 other members of the team will be doing 2 other series. One series being a heavily edited one, and another series being a sort of like a story thing. As a word for it, but I've completely forgotten. There's like a story, it's like an NLP story thing, so that's quite an interesting one to check out. So there's a lot of good stuff on the channel, so make sure to hit the subscribe button. Now, we start off with 1 settlement, obviously for the first 10 turns. It's not much for us to do, so we're going to sit in Araguaina, or Araguaina, or whatever it's called. I'm not the best with Spanish names. Sometimes I can pronounce them well. Most times I can just mess them up. But yeah, I hope it doesn't bother you too much. Now we do start with War of Portugal. So we're definitely going to see some action from them. Now we're going to go to direct control. Direct control helps us get more troops, and it's a lot easier. We will pay everything on the high taxes and get as much money as possible. We're not losing any money, so I think we're allowed to sit around in this town for a little while, just to hold off, really. But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this. In future, I would love to do a campaign series for Lucium every week, not just for Bolivars, but of any other like big expansions and things we do. I think it gives me a nice little excuse to just go and play some more Bolivars on another channel rather than my own, which seems to be mainly centered at Third Age at the moment. But yeah, I will still do content on my channel with Lucium related, but you know, I still keep to one series a week on the channel here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the series. Feel free to leave any comments, suggestions of where you'd like me to invade, or for whatever factions you'd like me to have a go at next and other in Bolivars and the Europe DLC, Europe expansion as well. Okay, now that the direct control is built, we're going to go ahead and legalize slavery. And the reason we're doing that is because legalizing slavery helps us get more economic buildings and all that. Of course, I don't support slavery, but in this game, it's kind of more beneficial to support it. We have got the first event, the Brazilian proletariat. The Brazilian people have had enough. They've had enough of farming for survival under the Portuguese landlords who pay for them next to nothing and carter off their produce to faraway lands. A new Brazilian independent government has arisen in the north, which is us, of Portuguese Brazil. However, it is weak and practically powerless for the moment at least. For them to properly win a war against the Portuguese, they will need more than just farmers. Only time will tell how long this new independent Brazil will last. It's going to last the whole game. Because otherwise, this series is over if we just die. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, I must say. it's just nice to play Lucium. Bolivars I really enjoy. We did the last series I did with Lucium Bolivars was my Spanish campaign. And in my Spanish campaign, it was a bit of an early beta version for Bolivars, and it was a very difficult campaign. Well, it wasn't that difficult, I felt. It was just that I had no money to build anything. So essentially the armies I had would have to last me forever, and luckily they did. Thankfully, we just kept adopting generals and all that, and that's the way we survived. Now, Brazil does not have a focus tree. The Emperor doesn't have a... It's mainly just because they're basically Julian Z faction there, really. I'd imagine the succession is like the elective monarchy or something like that, I think. I'm not too sure, but that's what it is in this game anyway. It might be different. It's probably different historically. Now, I did do these short victory conditions. I don't really do victory conditions that often, but I figured I'd just do the short ones. I don't really go that far to the long conditions. I mean, it's possible, but can't be bothered. So, yeah, we start off with this little segment for a while. It's going to be a while till anything particularly interesting happens. But right now, it's literally just me ending turns and just waiting till the revolution begins. So, now we built legalized slavery, we'll go ahead and we will build... I'm thinking probably roads is probably a good idea. And yeah, this is what this series is going to be for a little while. But we will skip ahead now to the main events. More Brazilian peasantry. Our new government has attracted more interest from nearby villagers and farmers. This is greatly appreciated and will aid in the eventual overthrowing of the colonizers. So we have a nice little army here that's come over to join us. I will take out the farmer spears. So I want a better army with the farmer militia. Oh, there you go. And the authority is pretty good, so it's leaving the trees there. And scare the shit out of the Portuguese when they come past and get ambushed by a bunch of peasants. Here we go, a very key event that you should all be required to read whenever you play Bolivars, which is the Spanish stocks collapse. Now, for many years now, there have been rumours and unheard comments around the fragility of the stock exchange in the Spanish-controlled region of Peru. However, no one expected such a devastating and quick collapse. When stocks opened earlier this morning, the amount of selling went out of control. In an attempt to heal this crush of the economies across the continent, which are reliant on Spanish goods for survival, the British and French and Dutch have allowed the South American powers to borrow from them. This national debt will hang over the major nation of South America for years to come. Now, for us, Brazil, sorry, why am I saying Portugal? We are unaffected, so this doesn't concern us, luckily. So, that's great. Now, my roads are built. We are losing a bit of money. However, we have been Salvador Barroso has come north to probably tell us to stop this rebellion. However, let's go out and kill him. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and build. Probably farming's probably ideal. Slave market. Yeah, this is the buildings for slavery. Creates tradable goods and stuff, because obviously you're trading slaves, which is a bit dark, but there you go. We're building a small plantation. It's probably best to build that, so we get some good trade. But we will have our first battle with Salvador Barroso. In case something bad happens, I'm going to leave Julian. Actually, no, we'll just take her on out. Right, Salvador Barroso, he's got some farm militia, and he's got some colonial garrison. So, let's go do this. I'm looking forward to our first battle, and it's been a little while since I played Bolivar's battles, so I may be a bit of a noob when it comes to it, but that shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so the plan is I'm just going to have my big farm militia in a massive line, just to kill them all. And let's put everything in guard mode as well. Guard mode stops the enemy, like your troops charging at the enemy when they start routing. Volunteer infantry around here, I'm going to curve them around, and I've got the farmer spears over here who are going to go in the trees and sort of just attack them from the trees, basically, and ambush them. And my cavalry's at the back, who I will move a little closer. Alright, let's see what they're doing. Okay, right, they're going to do that. Alright, let's move everything up. Alright, on you go. And we want you guys to come around here as well. I'm going to bring my cavalry around here. Now, when you play in Bolivar, you need to thin out your lines a lot. I haven't quite thinned out my lines just yet, but it should be okay. Eventually, we should be able to start firing. Now, obviously, the European staff cavalry can be very powerful. Let's move our spears into the trees. Not that my spears can do much, but I can see if I can try and distract the enemy if I can. Alright, let's begin the firing. Yes, I forgot how awesome the gun mechanics are after this game. Or I say this game, this mod. Right, my cavalry are coming around. Obviously the general concerns me the most. Right, go around here. It does seem, actually. I kind of want to stop that general from making a good charge, so if you can stop him, I don't know. He might get a good charge off, but meh, I don't care. It's fine. My men are expendable. Oh, he did charge into the... Oh my god, he just killed off all the infantry. No, he's running. Yeah, that's the AI. They charge at the enemy and then just get into the kill. I did lose a lot of my volunteer infantry, which kind of sucks, but oh well. I don't know where they're going. Let's fall back because there's no need for you guys to get in there. If you guys can come over here, just run. Right. We don't seem to have lost a single farm militia. Interesting. Right. Let's bring you around here. Actually, if I can get you like that. Where'd that general go? Is he dead? I think. Oh, he must have killed him. So I'm missing him. Unless he's just standing around. No, I think he's dead. No, he's over here. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's getting shot at apparently, which is isn't a very good strategy there. But let's go ×6. Just watch our armies smash them to pieces. The utter slaughter. And that's their general dead. Fantastic. And that's the last of the staff cavalry, and that's them all routed. So I will actually go ahead and edit out the routing phase because it's not too interesting. Because we just immediately win, and that happens. Finish him off. I will show that because it's a very minor little route. But that's the army completely destroyed. And we did lose 65 men, but that's mainly because the volunteer infantry got charged and smashed a bit too hard there. All the quotes I will note are made by myself, or not made, but put into the mod. Kill them all. And that's the end of them. There you go. And yeah, our first victory against the Portuguese. No doubt that angers them, and no doubt they will be sending a retaliation force against us. However, the Brazilian Empire will not give up so easily. Unfortunately, the peasants have been ambushed by Portugal. This army came out and like just probably from the east and came over and said, "Hello, you're going to ambush me, but I'm going to ambush you." So it wasn't the trees, and I escaped. I fled from that tree there, and they followed me. So let's try and not die. Let's see if we can kill them as the spears. I doubt we will, but let's try it. Okay, so I don't have much strategy for this. Essentially, just try and get around them if I can. Probably not put my general as a guide. Yeah. Right. Okay. I do seem to be going towards my cluster over here, which is good. Yes, come here. Come over here. I hope they'd be a little bit closer, but no, they're not. Right. If I can get you to come around here. Again, it's not likely that we're going to win this, but if you can come around here. It's our army. Right, fuck it. Charge! Charge, man! Right, and I want you to come around here. Oh god, they're already routing. Fucking hell. Was that it? I expected better from you. Cowards! Yeah, the morale for this is terrible. Alright, come around here. Oh my god, they're already routing. This is hopeless. This is so fucking hopeless. Alright. I hope they don't all like rout, because that's gonna suck. Because my amazing plan just dies. Right, you're coming back. Silly. See, they rout and then they come back. What are you doing? Then they start routing and they get shot at. Silly peasants. Come, fight! Fight for your rights! Fight for your rights! Alright, come over here. Oh, you're routing as well, for sake. Oh no. Oh dear. Yeah, morale for this, man. Morale for the peasant farmer spears is terrible. This is why you should always really use the farmer spears as garrison, really, because I think there's quite a few of them coming back. It's just that they get shot at, and then they get spooked and run away, and then they come back. Right, not cluster them. Surround them. They do have a decent charge bonus, which is 5, which isn't bad, but it's terrible compared to most things. But right, in you go. Right, you're coming here as well. If we can win this battle, imagine humiliating an opponent to this level. Right. Right, come on it. We are actually. I don't want to jinx it, but we're actually holding, not making back. If my general goes down, we might be screwed. Oh my god, we routed them. Nice. Let's go and guard mace. I don't want to chase them just yet. Right, moving in the colonial garrison.
Our men have fought long. Only intervention by the Almighty Lord, or a
yeah, we have killed quite a few of them. Oh my god. They're running! Yes! Yes, my minions! Fight! Kill the colonial garrison! You can do it! You can do this!
The enemy are badly.
Come on!
They have lost half their
Oh
men.
my god. The peasants have achieved greatness. Oh, that's not good. No! No! Not like this! Oh no, we were so close to victory. We're this close! Oh dear. Oh, we did kill 200 of them, so I guess that wasn't that bad, but god damn it. I don't think they killed all our peasants though, but oh well. Oh, I should have pressed accept. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Oh well. We just have to sit in the sit here for a bit. Oh well. We tried, but we were alas defeated. Now it seems the Portuguese have sent a bit of a decent army. So we are going to have to sally out of our, well, we're not sallying out, but we are going to meet them in the field and crush his army. And then if need be, we'll probably head back north and deal with that force here. But I will move you in there for now. We aren't actually making any growth, so we want to lower that a bit. Well, the slave market's nearly done, and we're gonna go fight this. Here's Chancellor Alfonso, the faction heir. He's quite a decent general. He's very good. He's got like the colonial garrison, which is pretty good, and the farm militia as well. So let's do this. Hopefully we can defeat this army, and hopefully reinforcements will arrive. It is 1821, so hopefully we're close to reinforcements arriving to save the day, or to keep the dream of Portuguese, Brazilian. That's terrible. To keep the dream alive of Brazilian independence. Now, will this be Emperor Gomez's famous triumph, or will it be his greatest downfall? Let's find out. So, here they are in front of us. I have a massive line of troops. They sort of didn't really go the way I wanted to, so I'm going to have to reorganize my troops and send them like this. So get you moving. Stick you on guard mode. I keep forgetting to do that. My apologies. Now, this force here, I'm going to try and get them to do like a curve formation. I do try to do this a lot. I think it's a good idea because if a cavalry charge at you, like you get all this line just shooting at them. So I think that's quite a good idea. Strategies of Broken Stag. Now, I feel like the line's probably too big. Because we are attacking, they will probably come to us. Although, maybe they might not. We'll see. But I think they're definitely sitting on the high ground. Of course, they're at the high ground. Right, so the cavalry, I want to bring you over here. Yeah, it does. Okay, they are gonna have to. They are sitting there waiting for me, which is annoying because. But yeah, the Chancellor's at the back there. Chancellor. Where is he? Over here? No. Maybe he's like just on. I mean, oh no, there he is. He's just got the blue thing. Right, so we are gonna have to move our forces up, which might be a little irritating. I don't want to make my line too big. But I think this is good enough. Right, now I want you. Not sure what they're doing. No, that's not right. Alright, no. Like this. Okay. Right, if I can get like this. Well, I'll move up the farmer spears. I just want the farmer spears behind. Just in case any cavalry break through. Well, any cavalry is only one. Right. Not really sure what they're doing. Are they going to come towards the army or what? Not really sure what the strategy is here, but alright. Here we go. This is where the fun begins. Okay, we have sort of boxed them in a bit. I want you to come round. There goes the general. It's coming straight from my farm militia. But if he's okay, he's gonna stand there, is he? That's nice strategy of you. Just stand there and get shot at. Fair enough. Fair enough, really. Okay. Right, now my cavalry is exactly where I want them to, so you can just come by at the back. Essentially, their job is to run them down later. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Right, I would like you guys to come up a bit further, a bit closer. Now. And you guys can come down there. So you're in range of firing. I really don't understand what the hell the general's doing. I will stand here and be a meat shield for my men. Right. Why? Okay. I'm really quite enjoying this series already. It's quite fun. Obviously, I think it's more because I haven't played Lucium in a while. That's probably why. Right. Target them. Yes, it's been a while since I played this. You guys aren't really in range or anything. I don't know what you're shooting at, but... Right, shoot them. And if you can hit... No. Oh, fantastic. Yes, fantastic.
Brilliant. That's what I want to see. And that's the end of the battle, really, because they've all fucking just run.
It's unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory. The
There you go.
enemy flees
Victory is
the
ours.
battle. Run down those worthless peasants.
Easy victory there. Once the general goes down, any... Oh, there. One. Okay.
Attack quickly.
Yeah, once the general's gone down, it's just victory at that point. Right, come over here. Get you in there and finish him off. Some of them will escape, but I'm pretty confident. Oh Christ, what are you doing? Stop, 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 stop firing, stop firing, stop firing. Stop. Right, where are you? You're in the trees. Finish them off. There's only 4 of them. And what the hell was here? Just that douchebag. Alright, well that's victory. Easy victory there once you kill a general. But that's the faction heir of Portugal dealt with. But that's quite good. Don't know why you can't catch them.
All of
No.
Christendom will be
Alright, we have 36 left, but that's over 96%, and that should be the entire army dead. So yeah, quite a victory. We must indeed all hang together, or most assuredly we shall all hang separately. There you go, that's the army dealt with, and completely crushed. We have another force up here. I don't think there's really much point in recording that battle in the north, so I'll probably just go do that off camera. Captain Duarte, is there much point in fighting this army? I think this is the army that killed the farmer spears. Oh, I can avenge the farmer spears. Okay, I kind of have to fight this one because I'm avenging my fallen farmers and peasants that died fighting this guy. I think it's the same army, or some of it's the same army with other troops from the region. Well, mate, let's go fight this battle. Alright, let's go finish off these guys then, shall we? Right. Probably a massive line Bible, which... Well, actually, no, they are coming to me. Let's find them. Let's do that. Go away. They don't have a general, so they will just come towards me. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You do that. That works to my advantage. Right. 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 Select that. Right. They do seem to be coming towards the right side. I think they're trying to target my general, which isn't really going to work for them. At all. There we go. I've got my general on the hill here, but he's going to come around here and flank round them at some point. Right. I'm going to get you guys to come around here. Yeah, if you can come over here and just hit them in the back, that would be great. Alright, you guys are doing nothing here, so I'm going to get you guys to push forward. Alright, move up. My general is making some ground land here, which is good. Right, let's go times 6. It's just a case of just shooting at them. Standing in lines and shooting. Yeah, look at that. Oh, line battles in this just put Empire to shame. Although the Empire line battles are great and all, but just doesn't compare, I don't think. It's either that I'm just such a Medieval 2 lover, which is probably true. Right. Finish them off. Any ones that just rout, it's essentially victory. Alright. Stand there, and just wait for them to come this way. Alright, finish them off. See, one good cavalry charge, I could just kill the entire army if I wanted to. But I think it makes it too easy, I think. It was cheesing the cavalry, which I don't really... Because I could, like, just do one battle where I just use the general's bodyguard, but it's just too easy. Oh, no escape. There you go. And we killed that entire army. 36 men lost and killed all of them. Fantastic. Superior firepower. Yay, I like it. I do like the line battles, they're good. But yeah, that's them dead. And another great victory for the Brazilian Empire. I would like to try and get to the events, like for the main event for the revolution, which would be something to start for the next episode on. As we are close, so I think we end the turn now. Should probably pop up. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this so far. Here we go. The Brazilian Revolution. Long live the Brazilian Empire. Long live the revolution. All across the Portuguese colony of Brazil, the people rose up in anger against their European overlords. Is this the end of the Portuguese Empire's monopoly over the east of the continent? Who knows? What we do know is that these revolutionaries are mostly made up of old Portuguese officers and generals who have defected to join a new empire for a better future. Brazilian poverty is the question of the day, and the Brazilian Empire thinks it knows how to solve it. So, here we go. So basically what happens is that we get a bunch of spawn armies. We do get some more spawn armies as well, which we'll cover in the next episode. However, this is what you get so far. You get Salvador, who's not a bad general, doesn't have any command, but it's right. But the units are worth it. So you got some 12-pounder cannons, pretty good. Light lancers as well, and you got some Brazilian Revolutionary line. Remind me, I really need to go for the next update of Bolivars. I'm gonna change that unit. I'm gonna change a bunch of unit info cards because some are just too pixelated and fuzzy. This is This is a pretty awesome unit. 22. That's pretty good. And some fallen infantry as well. The army over here at São Luís, I think it's called São Luís. They've got some 12-pounder cannons, Brazilian Imperial Guard. So what we will do is immediately besiege this, which I could just take it now. I think we're starve out for now. There's no need to really fight that. I might cheese it a bit and try and get a really good auto resolve, because I would really love not to lose my cannon. Because sometimes when you do auto resolves, your cavalry and cannons take a massive hit for some reason. So that's why I kind of put off with the whole auto resolving. Now this is all the Bellum reason. Oh no, there's someone up here. Right, I think. Right, 3 of you guys. Probably not much point in you coming north. I will go ahead and replenish you guys. Yeah, 3 of you guys just span you. No need to have you up here with me. I will go ahead and take Julian down with south. He's going to sit at Araguaina, and he's going to build up some forces. He's going to send up some more. Essentially, I'm going to get him to command the second army. So Julian will be a powerful general. He's an old soldier too, which minus his influence, sadly. But we will head north, and I believe it's somewhere around here. No, it's part of this region. My bad. I was thinking Gomez probably this way. We will besiege Bellum though, which thankfully, because of the armies we wiped out earlier over around Araguaina, there's not much really to defend these settlements, so that's good. But anyway guys, that will end it off for this episode today. I do hope you have very much enjoyed. I'm really enjoying this series so far, and it's only been the first episode. So yeah, plenty of stuff to happen. Go ahead and build up the conscript. Oh, we'll go for small plantation, because I want to get my population up a bit. But yeah, will lose a bit of money now because we've got these spawned armies. We are making 6,000 for the King's Purse, which is national debt, we call it in this. So that's good. But I will end this episode off here, guys. I hope you guys have very much enjoyed. Feel free to let me know any more suggestions for factions you'd like me to play in Lucium. All factions, at least I get, will be put into a poll. Obviously, Brazil wasn't really put into a poll because this is a faction I really wanted to play. But in future, on the Lucium Discord, we will host some polls for factions that I will do next to replace this series. But I hope this series never ends. To be honest, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, that's it for now. I thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And farewell.